Ever wonder why you self-sabotage every time money shows up in your life? Why you make exactly enough to be uncomfortable, but never enough to feel secure? Here's the truth nobody tells you. It's not a discipline problem. It's not a math problem. It's a beliefs problem. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your unconscious money scripts are. You'll know where they came from, and you'll know how to start changing them. And here's the thing. The last one on this list, that's the reason most people can't get ahead, no matter how hard they try. So sit back, grab a drink. Let's get into it. Let's start with where this all comes from. In the early 2000s, two financial psychologists started studying why people make the financial decisions they make. They were Dr. Brad Klontz and Dr. Ted Klontz. They found that over 70% of people carry what they call money scripts. These are unconscious beliefs about money that were planted in your brain before you turned 12 years old. Think about that. Before you could tie your shoes, before you understood compound interest or credit card debt, your nervous system already coded a relationship with money. And here's the wild part. Only 23% of people in their research believed their childhood money messages had any impact on their adult financial behavior. 23%. That means 77% of people have no idea what's actually driving their spending. They're saving, they're earning, and their anxiety around money. So what are these scripts? The Klontz brothers identified 4 main types. Let me walk you through them so you can see which ones are running your show. The first one is called money avoidance. If you carry this script, you believe that money is inherently bad or corrupt. You might think that rich people are greedy, that wanting money makes you shallow, that people who have wealth got it through shady means. Here's the tricky part. Even if you consciously want more money, this script will make you push it away. You won't apply for the promotion. You'll sabotage the business opportunity. You'll spend a windfall before you even get it. Because deep down, you believe you don't deserve it. Or worse, that having it will change you into someone bad. Dr. Klontz tells a story in his book Mind Over Money about a woman named Rebecca. She was a high earner, 6 figures in a Midwest city. By all outside measures, she should have been comfortable. But every single month, she was broke. Not broke because she spent frivolously. Broke because she literally could not finish the month without running out of money. She went to financial planners, budget software, Dave Ramsey classes. Nothing stuck. When they finally looked at her psychology instead of her spreadsheets, they found a deep money avoidance script. Her father had been a wealthy man who cheated on her mother and left the family with nothing. Her brain had wired wealth equals abandonment. So every time she got close to real financial stability, something would happen. An impulse purchase, a forgotten bill, a just this once expense. She was protecting herself from becoming him. Does any of this sound familiar? If you've ever felt guilty spending money on yourself while being generous with others, that's money avoidance at work. If you've passed up opportunities because they felt too good to be true, same script. Okay, that's the first one. Now here's where it gets interesting, because money avoidance is almost the opposite of the second script, money worship. This one says that money is the answer to everything. If you just had more money, your problems would disappear. You'd be happy. You'd be respected. You'd finally feel enough. People with this script are always chasing the next milestone. Make 60, then 80, then 100, then $250,000. The number keeps moving. And here's the cruel irony. They never feel it. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that people who score high on materialism actually report lower life satisfaction and higher rates of depression. Not because money causes those things, because the script makes them dependent on an external source for internal validation. And that will never fills. There's a third script that pairs with money worship like peanut butter and jelly. It's called money status. This is when your net worth becomes your identity. When you measure your value as a human being by your bank account balance, or the things that money buys. The classic sign of money status script is lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, the apartment upgrades, the car upgrades, the vacations upgrade. Nothing actually changes in your financial picture because you're immediately spending up to your new income. You're not building wealth, you're renting self-esteem. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I drop videos like this every week. And the best one is coming up next. All right, ready for the one I've been saving? The fourth script is called money fear. And this is the one that keeps most people stuck. It's the belief that something terrible will happen if you have money, that you'll be targeted, hated, resented, or worse, that you'll lose it all and end up worse off than where you started. People with money fear don't invest. They keep too much cash. They say no to opportunities that require risk, and they'll talk themselves out of almost anything that would improve their financial position. Because underneath all the logic, they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Their brain has associated money with catastrophe. So they stay safe. They stay small. They stay stuck. Here's the thing though, and this is the part that changes everything. These scripts aren't permanent. They're not law wrong. The Klontz research followed people through what they called financial therapy, and they found something remarkable. When people became aware of their scripts, when they could name the specific belief running in the background, their financial behavior started to shift within weeks, not months, weeks. Because once you see the script, you stop being run by it. You can question it, challenge it, replace it. The tool they use is actually pretty simple. You write down the first money memory you have, the earliest one. It might be watching your parents argue about bills. It might be being told you couldn't have something you wanted. It might be a specific moment when money represented something in your family, safety or scarcity, control or chaos. Write it down. Then ask yourself what that moment taught you about money. What belief got installed there? And then, this is the important part. Decide if that belief is still true for who you are today. Because the 12-year-old who learned that money is dangerous, that rich people are bad, that you'll never have enough, that kid was responding to a world they didn't create. But you're not 12 anymore. And the financial life you want, it requires beliefs that actually support it, not beliefs that fight against it every single day. So there you go. 4 money scripts that are probably running your finances right now: money avoidance, money worship, money status, money fear. Most people have at least one. Some people have 2 or 3. And here's what I want you to take away from this. The problem was never that you didn't learn the right money skills. It's that nobody taught you to question where those skills came from in the first place. Your relationship with money isn't a mystery, it's a memory. And memories can be rewritten. If this video gave you something useful, share it with someone who's been quietly struggling with their finances, someone who can't figure out why. Hit subscribe while you're at it. I've got more videos coming on financial psychology, wealth building, and the money mindsets nobody talks about. See you next time.